Welcome back, guys. I have done a little bit off camera here. If you remember last time, we we went to the Nether. We went through the Nether fortress. We found a bunch of stuff. We were doing awesome. We're ready to get on our way out, and you know, I took a wrong turn and ended up walking right by a blaze spawner. Got shot by a couple. I wasn't panicking, and I got into some cover and started to kind of recover some health, and here comes a wither skeleton and just finishes me off. And it wasn't bad. I was like, you know what, let's see if we can find it. We found where we were, and we started picking our stuff up, but there was just too much stuff there, and I got killed again because I didn't have any armor. Well, I guess I did have armor, but I died anyways. And then the second time we went back, there was a wither skeleton that had picked up our full suit of iron armor and a diamond sword, and it didn't take him long to kill me. And after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I need to step away from this for a minute, and so I did, and I took a couple days to do some editing and get some of these videos actually up on YouTube. So if you're checking these out now and you're still with me, woohoo! I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you stick around and tell all your friends. So when I did come back to play, I went back. I spent some time up there just killing all the chickens I could find. I made some arrows, went back, killed some of this stuff off, from a distance, and, I actually saw the wither skeleton carrying all my stuff, and I shot him from a distance, and he got suicidal and just walked off the edge of one of those walkways. And I went down to where he fell, because he didn't fall in lava, he fell... he fell on the ground, and I went down to where he was, and he didn't drop it. But I was able to get some of the stuff that we picked up the first time. None of the diamonds were left. They despawned. Pretty much all the stuff that was there despawned. I lost my bow, all that stuff. So I came back out of the Nether. And I decided to do just a little bit of stuff around here. So let me take you around what I did. As you can see, there are no chests left in this room. Where did they go, you ask? Well, let's go check it out. I came down here and built a storage room. This is just a temporary thing, so that it's close by down here. You can see I'm just loaded with cobble, dirt, gravel, and the rest of this stuff is just kind of, see, that's going to be my nether stuff chest. I just didn't know where else to put that. It's going to be my food chest, organic stuff, plantable stuff, I guess. You got your seeds and your wheat. I guess I need to move my wheat. But I need to go up and breed some cows and get them going again, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So that's what's in there. This is going to be my trees and logs, and then this will be my craftable stuff with wood. You see I got some ladders and fences and chests in here. This is going to be important stuff. So I got my saddles, a name tag, the record, the mossy, and the iron horse armor. These will be hostile mob drops. It's where I'm keeping my obsidian. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what I'll put there. Gold, and I just spread it out like this so I can just come up here and shift click. When I get a full line, I'll make blocks. Coal, redstone. You can see I've been doing some redstone fun. Lapis, iron, starting to get there. And I have been doing some branch mining and grinding just because I needed to do some stuff to clear my head. So check it out. We got almost a stack and a half of diamonds and 13 emeralds. That's just from branch mining, you know, just grinding away. Show you some cool stuff I got. I got this efficiency 4 unbreaking 3 pick. You can see my silk touch pick is about to die. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put, oh, not that. I'm going to put this away. Oh, I also, that's not that great. It's just, I had some levels and I wanted to throw it on the axe to see what I would get. I got this shovel, and I got that for a reason. You'll see in just a little bit. We're going to start a big project, hopefully today. Let's see. Yeah, you can see I did get some nether wart back and brought it back. Thank God, because I think I cleared all of the nether wart in that fortress. You can see my branch mine. We're getting closer to having this section cleaned out. I did do just a little bit of caving, nothing big, just some small tunnels that were connected to this. I haven't gone in the okay, so here's where we gotta go. I'm gonna put a torch here so I know. But remember, our thing goes to 117 and we are at 180, so we've still got a good ways to go down here. And you can hear the zombies around here. I have not done all the caving there is to do here. Let's see, go down here, let's see if we can find where that ravine is. It may actually be on the back side of this. I think it is. I think the ravine is on the back side of this. So I'll end up running into it, if I remember right. See, there's another cave that goes up over our head. Huh. It's been a little while in game time since oh, there it is. This is the entrance to the ravine. So we'll definitely run into it with the branch mine, I think. We may tackle it before I do that. It just depends on how caught up I get with my video editing. And there's some stuff we need to do today that I want to get to. One of the things we need to do is we need to... I'm going to take some wheat up and we're going to breed some cattle. I need to put these reeds up. I did something else that I want to show you before I get here, and this is why I've been able to get some enchanting done. Let's go. I'm going to cut and pick back up in just a second. Okay guys, we're back in the branch mine here. As you can see, I've cleared a little bit away, and you can kind of see there. It took me a while to find this thing again, but look what we've got here. And just, let's see, there's... you'll see why I placed that there here in a second. I'm going to come right here and just kind of listen. Let's see if we can hear him start hitting the water. It's not behaving the way I want it to. Oh, there they go. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what we have here is a K-Spider XP farm. Did you come through there? There we are. Okay. Bam. One hit and one hit. Okay, and then we flip this back up. Now, I'm going to show you the redstone first. So here it is. This is not my design. I I'm gonna send you right now to Let's Play Willie to check out his his design, because that's where I got it. Basically, what we have here is a hopper timer. It's exactly what we have here. We've got a lever here that follows this redstone line down, and it goes into the block that is underneath the fence gate in there. And that's an important part in this for me, because what it does is, when we hit, it closes that off. So when we hit this button, these spiders get damaged to the point where they're a one-hit kill. And if that gate wasn't there, what would happen is all the spiders that are spawning while we're standing here would come into there. And so I'd have spiders with full health in there with the spiders that are a one-hit kill. And so to separate them and to keep them spawning while I'm killing these, because a while ago I did a batch of 189 and it took me straight to 30 levels. Instead of having them get mixed in, this separates them, and when I'm done killing them, I just flip this lever and the fence gate opens up and they can pile up in this. And I have this right here because I can stand right here, I can close that off and go AFK, and I'm with range of the spawner. You can hear them spawning and hitting the water in there, and they will flow to the tunnel that I have right here, and from there they'll track me to this point right here. Hey guys, so I was editing the video of my explanation on this little redstone contraption here on the Cave Spider XP farm, and after watching it I said, you know what, I can do a better job. So I'm going to come in here and explain this real quick. What we have here is a hopper timer. What happens is when I decide that I need to activate the crusher, I push this button, activates this redstone line, which will activate this piston. Now, while this redstone block is here, it is powering this hopper, keeping these 15 wood blocks in that hopper. And when this piston is powered, it'll push the redstone block over and then power this hopper, which will allow these 15 blocks to flow over, but they'll be locked in here because this one will be powered. But when it gets to 15 blocks, this redstone comparator, it takes charge when items flow into this hopper. So when it gets to 15, and then this one doesn't have any in it, what happens is a simultaneous thing. This hopper will stop powering this comparator, and so this piston will lose power, because it's actually a two power sources that are hitting this. When I activate that button, this redstone line gets activated and activates this piston. And this hopper is powered because there are items in there. And the redstone line flows, or the redstone circuitry from this flows from the comparator to this block to this redstone dot. And you can see it's activated because it's giving off particles, and it will power this piston. It's not right now because of like the block update thing with pistons. So when I activate this, it pushes the block over and items start to flow into this hopper, but they hold it. And so when all 15 blocks come over here, this hopper will stop powering this comparator, which will cut off the power feed to this, and this one will have already been cut off because the button only gives like a couple ticks pulse, right? See, there it goes. It goes off right away. And so you can see items are flowing in. Now they're flowing out because this one isn't powered anymore, and therefore it's not locked. And then you see what happens there, right? When all the items flow out, the comparator shuts off, cuts off the power source here to this regular piston, and it retracts. Well, the same thing is happening on this side, but it's a sticky piston, so you can't really see it. And so what happens here is, while this redstone block is pushed over, that's the timing mechanism. While this redstone block is pushed over, it activates this line and goes into this repeater, which activates both of these pistons in the crusher. And it's timed, you time it with the number of blocks, and 15 blocks gives you just enough time to get whatever's in here down to a one-hit kill. And there you go, guys. I believe this hopper timer is actually Ethos design. I got this design for a crusher in a Let's Play series, or in a tutorial from Let's Play Willie, and I will include a link to his video in the description for this episode. So I'm going to cut back now to my regularly scheduled program, and I hope you guys are enjoying the episode. Okay, guys, so again, I was watching my explanation of how this works, and I just kept finding areas, in my explanation that were just dead wrong. So what we have here is a Cave Spider XP farm. You see I have my spawner set up here in the middle. The spawning range on this thing is an 8x8 area around the block. And obviously, if you have 8x8, there isn't a one block center, so it's offset a little bit. In this particular farm, though, that doesn't matter. This is set up with a 9x9 inside, so the entire spawning area is encased. And it's the spawning area is actually an 8x8x3, so you got 8 across, 8 long, and 3 high. One above the block, the plane even with the spawner, and then the plane below. What you want to do when you set up a cave spider or any type of XP farm is you want to get the mobs away from this spawner as quickly as possible, because it checks, I think it's a 17 block sphere around the cave spider, or around the spawner. There's information on the wiki. You can look it up. I should have looked it up before giving this explanation, but I didn't. It's not actually a sphere that it checks. It's a 17 by 17 by 4, I think. Or the quick way to explain the way I did this is that you need to get them at least 4 blocks below the spawner. That's the area that it checks. So these guys drop 4 blocks immediately, and they fall into water so they don't take any damage. And then the way I have this set up is there's a water source block over there and a water source block here, and it pushes everything that falls over here to the center and then into let me see if I can get down there and not mess everything up here. Put one there, and I think if I put one here, I'll be okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll fix that in a second. And I'll put this up here. So what happens is they flow down here, and the problem most people have with a Cave Spider XP farm is, they like to climb. So the way I have this set up is they are forced into this water current here, and then I have this little ledge. Originally, I only had a 3 wide ledge, and I noticed that as I was, I would get a good batch in there, but as soon as I closed my gate, they would pile up out here, and then I'd start getting them climbing these walls. And if they're climbing these walls, they're not outside the check area for the spawner, and so the spawner will stop spawning once it gets 6 mobs inside this area. So what happens now is they get funneled in to this little area here, and they can't climb up because there's this ledge here. Now I'm sure I still get some climbing on the sides and over here, but I've noticed a big increase in my efficiency just from taking an extra block out on both sides. I need to get this block back. So that's the inside of this. That's how everything works. Let me get out of here and close it. Well, I need to take this torch. Notice a huge decrease in my spawn rates if that was still there. I did set this to peaceful just to bring it in here. It's been a while since I recorded this episode. So, yeah, it looks like my water streams are fine. We'll come back over here and close this up. Again, you can check this thing out. It's from Let's Play Willy. It's not 100% efficient, which, let's see, let's go back to hard. And if I stand right here, see, they start spawning right away. Now, the problem I have, oops, I got too close. That's why this is here. The problem I'm having is they don't always get to this point, and it's kind of annoying. So anyways, moving on, we're going to put this an enchanting room in here. I'm going to keep the one downstairs just because I'm going to use that for when I'm doing mining and stuff, because you do get a lot of XP when you're mining ores. But when I'm here and I'm doing AFK while I'm doing video renders or whatever, I want to be able to come right here and just do my enchanting, and then have these guys still spawning, or if I had a bunch of them there, I want to get to level 30, come over here, do an enchantment, and then come back and finish off what I've got. So we're going to put an enchantment table up here. So I'm going to cut now, and I'm going to get together some of the stuff I need, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright guys, okay, so I was gone for a little bit longer than I intended. Just want to show you what I got here. What I did was I kind of laid out the pattern here. This is not going to be your usual type of building. What this is going to be is the layout for our mob system. See, we've got a hole down there. I'm going to use the same mob system Etho put in his LP, and the reason being is I can leave this thing alone, and we'll put in some automation that Etho did not use, just so that, you know, I decided to put it here instead of in the mountain, because if it's here, it will more than likely be running the entire time we're over here working, and with the automation that we're going to put in for sorting resources and stuff, like, the mobs are just going to die from fall damage, and the drops will get sorted, and that's going to help us stockpile some gunpowder and some arrows, so that, you know, we can head back to the nether. So like I said, I've got the layout here, and then what I've been doing is I dug this out, because I don't want this monstrosity to be, you know, it's I think it's 100 blocks high if you do it all above ground. So I'm putting, let's see, we're at 70 here, and I dug down to 50, and then you see the hole that I have dug out that goes all the way down, basically to our our mine shaft, and it is right in line with the mine shaft. This plopped me down right in the middle of it because it's lined up with the ladder there. Now I'm not going to put all the workings in the mine shaft because that would just crowd things up too much. I'll probably go a couple levels up, but you know, it's close. It even goes right by our XP farm. So what I have to do now, I have to get started building this thing. I'm going to cut away. I'm not going to put this on here. If you want to see how this is done, I will include a link to Etho's tutorial on his layered mob system. This thing works really nice once you get all the caves lit up. Sun's going down. I'm going to go over here and sleep just a minute. And also just to kind of conserve resources here, I'm going to do everything below ground in cobblestone, and everything above ground I'm going to use this pattern here. The floor level of each level will be dark wood, and I'm sorry, will be birch, and then the actual the building inside and the 3 levels above will be this dark wood, just because it's so much easier to get. So I'm gonna go sleep, and I'm gonna get busy building this thing up. You notice I've got ice in the hot bar here. What I'll do is I'll get it built up to ground level to where I start using the different colored woods to do this, and then I'll come back and build a layer with you so you can see what we're doing. Alright guys, well, here we finally made it to ground level. It's taken me a little while. I'll give you a peek down here. There's not going to be a whole lot spawning in here right now. One, I've got sunlight coming in right here, but if I was to close this up, we would start getting some spawns. I am on my I'm about to start my 4th level. I just finished I'm about to start my 5th level, I'm sorry, and I just finished the 4th. But this is the first time we're at ground level. You can kind of see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to run birchwood up these points, and then the rest of it, well, I will just show you what we're going to do. Bye-bye, Mr. Zombie. That's pretty much how it works, guys. there you go. Whew, that was one level. And you see the number of ice blocks there? I've got 7 more of these to do. I basically have just enough ice blocks to finish this thing. Alright guys, it's done. This was a monstrous project. It took me hours and holy cow, I can't even tell you how glad I am that it's done. We're already starting to get some action out of it. I kind of checked it out before I finished this last level here. You know, I'll hook up the sorter to it, but you can kind of see we got a great view from up here. There's the village. You know what? Let's go to options and video settings, and let's turn it all the way up. Let's let the world render here. Oh, let's hit F1. Let's just get a view here. Oh, village is coming into view over there. See our unfinished tree farm and a creeper sitting on top. Oh, yeah. Man, I think I really just picked the right height too, because it's you know, I'm not done with it. There's some beautification that I'm gonna do to you know, so that it's not such an eyesore. But God, I really like those colors too. Yeah, I feel good about that. I saw all this stuff spawning as I'm up here. Look, there's a creeper. Hello. Oh, so guys, I've been at this, it feels like all day. Oh, sorry. You can see I kind of had to do some stuff to pass the time while I was waiting on trees to grow. I had to do quite a bit of harvesting. So I would either come up here and breed cows while I was waiting, or I would just go AFK for a while at our XP farm. You missed. There's a creeper down there. But I'm really happy with that, and that's gonna do some things for us. We're gonna get a lot of drops out of that while we're doing other things. So, yay! First really big project completed. Well, not completed. We gotta dress this up a little bit. God, I really like that color scheme. That works. And we'll get it to match this. We may put up, I left some spots to put up some beams. So we may take some of these dark oak and just run up it like this here. Bam, bam. And I half slabbed off the top so that nothing could spawn up here. And you hear all this stuff. That's all awesome stuff spawning in our no, dead. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Make sure your hands are on the right keys. At least I didn't have a bunch of levels. Oh, you gotta laugh at yourself. Be able to laugh at yourself when you die. What do we think of that? I'm liking it. Okay, one more thing before we kill it. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, we need to do some more to it. We'll plant some trees. May do some stuff on top. For sure do some stuff on top. But, something I was thinking about is coming out with big arches. On the sides. But we'll see. You know, I don't want to make too much of it because, you know, it is what it is. It's a mob system. It's a utility. It isn't really something that we dress up, but since it's right here in the middle of where we are, I do want it to look nice.